Okay, so you know that feeling, right? That next week I'm turning things around kind of feeling.
Oh, I know well.
It's like, next week is always the magic week for change.
Yeah, yeah, like this time I mean it.
Totally. Or the one day I'll get my act together. Classic. We all do it, right?
Hmm.
But what if, and stick with me here,
Okay, I'm intrigued.
what if that massive shift you're dreaming of, it doesn't have to be this huge mountain to climb?
Okay, I like where this is going.
Right. What if you could kickstart real change way faster than you think?
Now you've got my attention.
This is the idea, and it's backed by research and everything. That huge change doesn't need a huge timeline.
7 days we're talking about.
Exactly. 7 days. This isn't some magic wand, quick fix thing.
No, no, it's practical, totally doable steps designed to get you some serious momentum.
Momentum, that's the key word. And that's our deep dive today. This 7-day plan, we're going to pull it apart.
See what makes it tick?
Exactly. How does it work? How can you use it to make that change happen? So day one throws you right in. Mindset.
Mindset. It all starts there. Because let's be honest, our thoughts, they kind of run the show.
Oh, they do. They totally do. And there's a ton of research on this, right? Like how your mindset affects
Oh,
everything.
tons, yeah. Stanford University, they've been doing some amazing work on this. Growth mindset versus fixed mindset. It's fascinating.
Okay, break that down for me. Growth versus fixed.
So growth mindset, this is the belief that you can learn and grow, that your intelligence isn't fixed.
Like you're not stuck with what you've got.
Exactly. You can learn new things, get better at stuff. Effort, it makes a difference.
I like that.
Right. And people with this mindset, challenges, they're not scary roadblocks. They're like opportunities.
To get better. Yeah, I can see that.
And the opposite, the fixed mindset. That's when you believe your intelligence, talents, they're just set.
Can't change them.
Right. So day one of this plan gets real. It says write down every negative belief you have about yourself.
Ooh, that's brave.
It is. No holding back. All those doubts, just get them out.
Like what kind of doubts? Give me an example.
The classics, right? I'm not smart enough, or I'll never be good at this, stuff like that.
Oh, yeah, I've definitely had those thoughts.
We all have. But this plan, it's about facing them head on.
So you write them down. Then what?
This is where it gets cool. You flip each one of those negative statements into a positive affirmation.
Turn it around.
Literally.
Yeah.
So I'm not smart enough becomes,
I can learn anything if I put in the effort.
boom, exactly. And I'll never be fit turns into,
I am capable of improving my health starting today.
you got it. Just like that, you're changing the script.
It's amazing how powerful just changing the words can be.
It is. You're basically training your brain to think differently, right?
And there's science behind this.
Oh, yeah. Neuroplasticity. Your brain can change and adapt.
Yeah.
So when you repeat these positive affirmations,
It starts to believe them.
exactly, you're building new neural pathways,
Yeah.
literally changing how your brain works.
That's so cool. And it ties into self-perception theory, right?
Oh, absolutely. That's the idea that we learn about ourselves by observing our own actions and what we say.
So if you keep telling yourself positive stuff,
You start to believe it, to see yourself that way. It's a powerful loop.
powerful indeed. And it's not just about feeling good. This inner shift, it sets the stage for the whole week.
100%.
Yeah.
Day one lays the foundation for all the change that's coming. Speaking of, day two, we move outwards.
Okay, outward how?
Day two, it's all about your environment, both physical and digital, which, let's be honest, that's a big one these days.
Oh, huge. Huge. Our phones, our computers, it's like a constant barrage of stuff.
It is. And this day is all about recognizing how that impacts you, your focus, your stress levels.
So decluttering, that's got to be part of this.
It is. But there's a really cool neuroscience link here. Princeton Neuroscience Institute did some studies.
Okay, what did they find?
They found that clutter, like physical clutter in your space, it actually competes for your attention.
Like your brain has to process it all.
Yeah. Yeah. It increases what they call cognitive load, makes it harder to focus, increases stress.
It's like if you're trying to work at a desk covered in papers, your brain's going crazy.
Exactly. It's trying to process all that visual information.
Yeah.
So step one of day two is, you guessed it, physical decluttering.
Out with the old.
Right. Start with your workspace, get rid of anything you don't absolutely need, then expand it to your whole living space.
Create some calm, some breathing room.
Exactly. And then we tackle the digital beast.
This I need help with. My inbox is a nightmare.
Oh, we've all been there.
Oh.
So digital detox time. Unsubscribe from junk emails. That's a big one.
Yes. Please tell me how.
You've got to be ruthless. If you haven't opened it in months, unsubscribe. And then social media.
Oh, the times suck.
Right. Identify those digital hooks, the things that keep you scrolling mindlessly. Maybe delete the apps or set strict time limits.
Boundaries, digital boundaries.
Absolutely. And while we're at it, delete any time-wasting apps. You know the ones?
Oh, yeah. And last, organize those digital files. That's got to count for something, right?
It does. It might seem small, but having an organized digital life, it reduces mental clutter, you know.
Yeah.
By the end of day 2, you should feel lighter, more in control.
Like you can breathe again. Okay, day 3, bring it on.
Day 3, we're talking morning routines. How you start your day sets the tone for everything.
So true. So true. I'm not a morning person, but I know a good routine can make a difference.
Oh, it can. Harvard Business Review, they found a link between good morning routines and, well, everything good.
Increase productivity.
Reduce stress, higher motivation, the whole shebang.
Okay, sell me on this routine. What's first?
First up, wake up 30 minutes earlier than usual. I know. Not the most fun part.
But it's just 30 minutes, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And this isn't 30 minutes to check emails or scroll your phone. This is time for you.
Like quiet time before the chaos.
Exactly. And then hydrate. Drink a glass of water right when you wake up.
Okay, that I can do. It does make you feel more awake.
It does. Kickstarts your metabolism, gets things moving. Then a little movement.
I was afraid you were going to say that.
But don't worry. It's not a full-blown workout.
Yeah.
10 minutes of stretching, yoga, quick walk, anything to get the blood flowing.
Okay, that's manageable.
Right. And last, take a few minutes to set an intention for the day.
Intention, what does that mean?
It's like, what do you want to achieve today? How do you want to feel? Visualize those things, write them down, even...
So you're going into the day with a purpose.
Exactly.
Huh.
The whole point of day 3 is to go from feeling rushed and behind to feeling energized and in control.
Okay, I am starting to see the appeal of this morning routine thing. What's next?
Day 4, we get into fuel. Food fuel. You are what you eat and all that.
Oh, that's a big one. Food can totally affect my mood, my energy.
100%. And this isn't just like grandma wisdom. There's science to back it up.
Like what?
There was a study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition. They found a direct link between processed food and feeling tired.
Brain fog, the dreaded brain fog.
Exactly. So day 4 is about smart swaps, not a crazy diet.
Okay, I can get behind that. Like what kind of swaps?
Instead of that sugary snack, grab some fruit or a handful of nuts. Gives you energy without the crash.
Makes sense. What else?
Focus on meals with lean protein and lots of veggies. You know, skip the processed stuff.
Yeah. Like, you feel so much better after a healthy meal versus fast food.
Huge difference. It's about giving your body the nutrients it actually needs. And while we're at it, cut back on soda.
Oh, the sugary drinks. I know I should.
Water, unsweetened tea, black coffee, those are your friends. Less sugar, more energy, better focus.
All right, day 4. Got it. Day 5. What's the challenge now?
Day 5, we tackle time. Time management. Because honestly, it's something we all struggle with.
Oh my goodness, yes. Where does the time go? It's like it just disappears.
Right. But often it's not about not having enough time. It's about using it well.
Being intentional with it.
Exactly. And you know what? There's research on this too. The Journal of Applied Psychology found that planning your day can boost productivity.
By a lot, right? Like
Yeah.
25%. I remember reading that.
Yeah, that's the power of structure. So day 5, first step, track your time. Like actually write down what you do all day.
Little time audit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or use a time tracking app. Just see where your time actually goes. Then identify your time wasters.
The things that steal our time.
Yep. Mindless scrolling, binge watching shows, all that.
Yeah.
Once you see them, you can start to cut back.
So it's about awareness first.
Totally. Then we bring in time blocking. This is where you pre-plan your day, schedule specific blocks of time for different tasks.
Like work, exercise, relaxation.
Everything. It's about being proactive with your time, not just reacting to whatever pops up.
I like that. Intentional living.
That's the goal. Not about cramming more in, but about making the most of the time you have for the things that matter most. And speaking of things that matter, day 6 gets personal.
Okay. How so?
Day 6 is all about relationships. The people in your life, they matter more than you think.
Oh, they do. I mean, good friends, family, they make such a difference.
Huge difference. There's this amazing study, the Harvard Study of Adult Development.
I've heard of this. It followed people for like the whole lives.
Decades, yeah. And guess what they found? The biggest predictor of happiness and health in old age was
The quality of their relationships.
bingo. Stronger relationships, happier, healthier people.
Wow.
So day 6 is all about nurturing those connections.
How do we do that?
Simple things. Call a loved one, send a thoughtful text, meet up with someone in person. Just connect.
Simple but powerful.
Right. And don't underestimate the power of a genuine thank you. Express gratitude to someone you appreciate.
It makes you both feel good.
It does. And lastly, reach out to an old friend. Reconnect with someone you've lost touch with. You never know what might come of it.
That's a good one. Okay, we're on the final stretch now, day 7.
Day 7 is all about looking ahead, taking all that momentum you've built and using it to create a vision for the future.
Goals. We got to talk about goals, right?
We do. So first, write a vision statement. This is your dream life a year from now. Be specific. Write down everything you want.
Like a roadmap for the future.
Exactly. Then, break that big vision down into smaller goals, actionable steps you can take.
So it's not so overwhelming.
Right. Smaller goals, consistent progress. That's the key. And here's the kicker. Take action on those goals immediately.
Don't wait.
Nope. Schedule the first step for each goal and do it today, even if it's a small step.
There's research on this too, isn't there? Something about writing down your goals making you more likely to achieve them.
There is. Dominican University, they found that people who write down their goals are 42% more likely to achieve them.
Wow, that's pretty convincing. So that's it. The 7-day plan to jumpstart a better life. But it's not about these 7 days being the be-all, end-all, right?
No, it's the start. It's about building on these habits, keeping that momentum going.
Consistency, that's what makes the real difference.
Totally. It's not about being perfect every day. It's about progress. Small steps, consistently applied, they lead to big change.
So this plan, it's like a launching pad. It gives you the tools, the mindset, the momentum to create real, lasting change.
That's it. It's empowering, right? It shows you that you can start making changes today.
Right now, even. So as we wrap up, think about which of these 7 days really spoke to you. What's one action you can take today to keep that positive energy flowing?
What resonated? What can you do right now to keep moving forward? Doesn't have to be huge, just something to keep the ball rolling.
Imagine for a second what it feels like to keep doing things the same way. Waking up to the same routine, the same frustrations.
That feeling of being stuck.
Yeah, feeling like life is just happening to you, not for you. Maybe you have those negative thoughts swirling around, holding you back.
Or those dreams, those desires that you keep pushing aside.
It's so easy to get stuck in that cycle, but you don't have to. This 7-day plan, it's a way out.
It's a path to something better.
It shows you that you have the power to create change, to shape your life in a way that feels good.
And it starts with 1 week. 1 week of focused effort to change your mindset, your habits, your life.
Imagine what you could accomplish in just 7 days. And it doesn't stop there. It's just the beginning.
It's about taking those small steps consistently and watching them grow into something amazing. You have the power, you just have to use it.
So go out there and make it happen. Start today.
7 days, that's all it takes.